When you hear the name Sierra Canyon, you immediately think of the players like Zaire Wade, BJ Boston, Bronny James, and many more. And there's been a lot of great players that come through Sierra Canyon, and the list goes on and on. But the guy we're going to be talking about in today's video is the next great one, and he's got next. I think we can all agree, Sierra Canyon is one of the most well-known high schools for basketball in the country. They've been producing and getting players ready for the next level for many years, and it's looking like they're going to get bigger and even better for more years to come. And with having such a big-time program like this, even the great players who were 4 and even 5-star recruits get lost in the shadows of others. And for example, we saw a great case of that last year. Zaire Wade got hurt, and he really didn't get a lot of attention throughout the season. He wasn't a 5-star recruit, but he was still a very solid basketball player. Now with that being said, that leads me into the main point of this video and what we're going to be talking about today. We all know Bronny plays for Sierra Canyon, and in this up and coming season he's going to get a lot of attention. Most people are very curious to see how Bronny plays with having a lot of minutes this year, because in the previous season he didn't get a lot of playing time. Yes, Bronny's going to get a lot of attention for very obvious reasons, but a lot of people have forgot about this one thing. Before Bronny gets his time to shine, there's been a guy waiting in the shadows as well, and this year is looking like his breakout season. He's in the class of 2022, so therefore he's a junior, and oh yeah, he's a 5-star recruit and ranked the 3rd best overall player in the country. And in today's video, we're gonna show this guy some love. So if you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Meet Amari Bailey. Although some of you have probably heard of this guy, you don't know exactly how good he is. Last season, he didn't get a lot of clout and hype because there were other players that were better than him, and it was their time to shine because they were seniors. Mr. Amari himself comes in at roughly 6'4" to 6'5" and weighing 175 pounds. Even though he was on the younger side last season, he still had a great year. I wouldn't go as too far as to saying he was slept on, but he did shock some people. He's a known basketball player, but the teams that were playing last year weren't preparing for him. And when you're going up against Sierra Canyon, you really can't prepare for just one guy because they have so many options. When you talk about and watch the top players in the country, they all have one major thing in common, and that thing is that they're very smooth. They don't look rushed out there, and it looks like the game's in slow motion to them. It doesn't look like they're playing in full speed, and it looks like they're jogging and even walking out there. And the reason it looks that way is because they're so settled in, and that's how the game comes to them. Amari definitely has that smooth factor, and it's not just one part of his game. He's smooth at every single thing. A lot of your big time and top ranked high school players normally attack the rim a lot. That's because they can jump higher than all their opponents and they're bigger than them. They don't really tend to shoot a lot. They rely on their athletic ability, and that's smart to do because why would you shoot if they can't stop you? But this guy right here doesn't really rely on one single thing, and he does a lot of different things out there. He's the perfect ideal shooting guard for the college and NBA level. Roughly 5 to 10 and even 15 years ago, a shooting guard did one thing, and that was just shoot the ball, and that's all they were really supposed to do. Flash forward in time, that's not the case, and you want your shooting guard to basically be your second point guard. He needs to take the pressure off the point guard, help him bring the ball up the court, but also be able to shoot, because obviously that's in its name. And that's the way I would describe Amari Bailey. I think shooting guard is an insult to him because he's much more than that. And he's not just a point guard either, he's a combo guard. He can do it all. When you look at this guy, I can't lie, he's not that intimidating, but he has that secret bounce. You guys know what I'm talking about. You ever seen a hooper out there, you're like, yo, he's not that good, but then he just has those bunnies out of nowhere? That's the exact case for Amari. He doesn't look that athletic, but trust me, he is. He has some flashy plays, but he's not really known for that, and I would kind of compare his game to DJ Wagner, who is in the class below him. They're not eye-opening players, they don't do anything crazy. Yes, they make a highlight play once or twice a game, but that's it. They're entertaining, do not get me wrong, but they're not very entertaining high school players because there's a ton more that I'd go like to watch. But similar to DJ Wagner, he gets the job done and he's just so efficient. He has that NBA type of play style. He can finish at the rim with either hand, he's very good at using floaters, and he has a mid-range pull-up. And obviously when he needs to and when he's open, he can knock down a 3-pointer, but he doesn't rely on that too much. That's the main reason I think he has an NBA play style, because he looks to shoot those mid-ranges and floaters a lot, because in the NBA, yeah, 3-pointers are taken over, but mid-range is still dominant. When you're talking about making it to the NBA, which is the next level, everybody can shoot the 3-ball. That's not a secret. What separates your good players from your great players is who can knock down the mid-range efficiently. And our player we're talking about right now can do that at the high school level, so he's already somewhat prepared. His entire game's smooth from top to bottom, so there's no reason for me to run through it all. His footwork, his hand-eye coordination, his pull-ups, 3-pointers, floaters, everything, you name it, it's just just straight up smooth. He's also not a player that's gonna go off for 45 to 50 points here and there because he's not that type of guy. And I know what you're thinking, yo, that's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. A lot of your big time mixtape players, they go off for 50 to 55 points at least 5 to 10 times a season, but keep in mind also a lot of them never make it to the NBA. And the reason for that is what I'm stressing in this video. Amari Bailey, the reason he's different is because he's efficient and he does everything so smooth. I gotta keep it 100 with you guys. He's not gonna go off for 45 to 50 points 3 to 4 times this season. It's just not gonna happen. However, what he will do is go off for 20 to 30 points every single night. And you can bet on that, and that's the reason he's ranked so high, because we know what to expect from him because he proves it. Also, he's unselfish, so that's why he's not gonna go off for 50 to 55 because he looks to get his teammates involved. Anybody can score 20 to 30 to 35 to even 40 points a game. That's not that crazy. But what is crazy is Amari does it in 10 to 15 shots. He doesn't jack up 20 to 25 shots a night. And the credit for that goes to Sierra Canyon because they've been training these players to play with other great players and pass the ball and not worry about their own stats. I do gotta say, if I had to play with a couple of guys in high school right now, I would definitely love to have this player on my team. Of course, I don't know him personally, but just going off of what I've seen, he seems like a very humble and genuine guy. He's a team player, gets along with everybody, and he looks like a leader out there. And oh yeah, most importantly, he's a 5-star recruit. Who wouldn't want to play with a 5-star man? Come on. Let me know what you guys think about Amari Bailey. Does he deserve his ranking? Is he good? Is he underlooked? Is he overhyped? Let me know in the comments. But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? I see you not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, join the family, and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all.